Just an awesome car. This is the Porsche Taycan Turbo in the beautiful Dolomite Silver, 2020 70 registration with only 2,900 miles on the car. Today with a live pricing, this is 129,990. So for just under £130,000, you're getting a brilliant car with futuristic gadget and gizmos, £21,000 of extras, with a maximum brake horsepower of 680. This is genuinely just a piece of art in every single way. Styling, the design, the power, the running cost, everything about it. It's got all the characteristics that a Porsche car deserves, like all the 911s. I'll go around the car and show you all the bits that I think makes this car still a Porsche. Because there's always questions about, can Porsche do electric hybrid cars? But this is brilliant. So first of all, you can see the stance on it. It's got such a wide look on the arches, front and rear. It is quite a low vehicle in general. It's not high up. You've got LED-style matrix system headlights on there with a crystallized blue inserts just there. All the air intakes on the air breathers on both sides of the bumpers. You've got front and rear parking sensors. You've got adaptive cruise control. Spec-wise, it is fully loaded. And I will, like I say, touch on as much as possible. But for me, they're a brilliant car. I mean, you've got a range of nearly 200 miles on these, remember. But look how cool they look. It is impressive. Sports chrono pack. You've got the sports design side skirts on this one with a silver insert, which I'll show you again. Park assist to the car parks itself. You've then got this beautiful upgraded 21-inch Mission E alloy wheels finished in that beautiful high gloss black, with the ceramic brakes, which cost a small fortune. And you can see that huge yellow Porsche brake calipers as well. But again, the way it fills the arches, and because I'm here, you give that a swipe. There's a charging on both sides, this or that, whichever you choose. And remember, these are fast charging. They're not like the old electric cars where they take 2 days to charge, nothing like that. It's super quick, and there's charging ports all over the place now as well. You've got side view cameras, front camera and rear camera, so you have cameras all the way around. You've got the high gloss black window surround, sun protection glass, and you've got a full glass panoramic roof from there all the way to the back, which is brilliant. Now, if you stand back there for 1 second, when I first seen our original Taycan, little things for me, like the 911s, because we have a 911 Turbo S, and they have that sweeping back end on them where it almost meets right at the tailgate. So when you're looking, you can see the characteristics from all the Porsches. It continues. If you do look at 911, you'll see that there. This C-pillar down here, again, looks super cool. It's a 4-door coupe, so you have frameless doors. The ambient lighting, the leather, everything is just A1 quality. Looks, feels, it's super sporty and comfortable. If you look at the back of the rear headrest, you've got the Porsche crest on there. You've got Isofix seats, 3-point seat belts, and it is a 5-seater because not all of them were 4+1 is what they call this, because some are just 4-seaters. You've then got on this one the passenger display, which is this section here, and again, amazing game changer because you don't see other cars with that. So you've got the passenger display here where they can see the navigation, play with the media, etc. You've then got the main media screen with the navigation, that floating dashboard surrounded by that beautiful ambient lighting. The ambient lighting also continues in the cup holders. Heated seats, a dual zone climate control. You've got a multi-functional, multi-point electric adjustment seats there with lumbar support and everything else. The Porsche encrusted and the front headrests as well, and then you've got that lovely wingtop style seats there as well. Top leather on the dashboard, there's miles and miles of leather. You've got electric seats and memory seats, both for passenger and driver. The Bose surround sound system, which is the extra speakers. But it's just a brilliant car, and I've driven this again. And they're super quick. Now, these have a sound enhanced speaker system on them as well, so although it's an electric car and it can be quiet, you can also get it to sound a little bit more juicy and a bit grunty if you need it to. You've then got inside that rear panel, it's like a glass panel, but it's built in behind, like a 3D designed Porsche. As you can see quite clearly, all the letterings, it's built in behind this symbol. And then you have a bit like, it's It's a bit like a circuit board reaction, you know, the little design behind it. And I love this carry-on strip brake light system, which again, another feature of the Porsche 911, for example. So again, more characteristics. Press this button here, you have automatic tailgate, all the sort of cables and wirings are there. Seats do go down, another 12-volt socket in the back. Press that, and that's big enough boot. That rear diffuser, again, aerodynamically, it works perfectly well, because that's what it's all about, getting the right aerodynamics. So it's not all just sort of aesthetically, they actually do have a purpose. You've got a three-way multi-point spoiler lift on there, depending on the speed that you're going at. And again, aerodynamic, that works as well. You'll then see just the whole curving of the rear bumper. Everything is super flared, super aggressive. So whilst this is an electric car, it looks amazing. Such a sporty looking car from every angle. The way it sits on the ground, the roof, the door lines, just everything about it. Just before I go in there, you can just see the flare on the wings, just from the breathers. And again, that side you have the charging part as well. Remember, this is a Porsche. So Porsche spend millions, they spend a lot of time. This originally, a long time ago, was always going to be a concept car. It wasn't even going to get produced. It was never going to be called Taycan. It was actually going to be called the Porsche Mission E concept vehicle. And the Taycan, which is, I believe, something to do with the spirit of the sort of horse. And that's why you got the horse in the badge and everything else. But it's a concept car that's been produced to look as much like a concept car as possible. And you can see that from all the shape and sizes, and I'll show you now with the interior dash. It's beautiful. And if you're in the market for an electric car, because remember, it's only a matter of time before we all join that electric car market, because we're going to have to. But this is the pinnacle. I mean, this is the finish on it, the design. Just look at that initial large, stretched, digital live cockpit. It's brilliant. You can configure that and change everything. The range is brilliant. You've then got this beautiful leather wrap steering wheel. You've got the heated steering wheel just hidden down here. I've just turned it on and it tells me what I've done. You've got the different drive modes here. So you can go normal, sport, sport plus, or individual. So again, you can change it so it's configured to your best driving pattern. Stereo controls, Bluetooth controls, voice control. You have your normal features. But again, everything and the finish, the matte finish there, it is a class above. You've then got the electric adjusted steering column, which goes in and out and up and down. There's a little button hidden just behind there. This button is on and off. Currently the car is on. And if you come a little bit around here, you'll see the gear lever is now up there. So it's drive. I'm in drive mode now, ready to drive off. That's reverse, and the camera system comes on, and there's a button right next to it that says P. I'm back in park. Your two keys, obviously. All the heating system is down here, which is dead easy to use. The media system's there, Bluetooth media, navigation. There's so much more to the car. It tells you all about the battery itself, trip, everything that you want to know, plus a great deal more. It's super futuristic. It'll take you 2 days just to fathom out what it's got and how to use it all, but that's sometimes half the fun of buying a nice new car. You can play about with it and go, oh, that looks nice and that's good. This big piece of glass that I keep talking about, if you look up, it's amazing, genuinely, because you can just look out and it lets loads of light in. It's perfect. The roof lining is Alcantara, so again, it has a nice, good sporty feel to it all. And then look at this, because that's my seating position, I would say. I'm not the tallest, but I'm not the shortest. But if you come back in here, so you can see from this angle, it's deceiving because it's a low roof on it. You almost think it's going to be tight or sort of squeeze. But watch me get in and I'll show you what I mean. Because the way the back seats are designed, so this is me. I'm sat up, I've got lots of headroom, I've got lots of legroom, and to be fair, I think I've pushed that seat back a little bit too far maybe, but I've still got lots of room. The rear seats are heated, the ambient lighting from the door, from the footwells, from that side, just makes this place one of the best places to be in. And then you've got the finish on the door handles, all the metal finishing, because they're not plastic, all this is metal finishing on the door handle, a matte finish all, and it's, again, good quality, nothing feels cheap on the car. 129,990, For 2,900 miles, 2020 70 plate, Taycan, turbo, with £21,000 of extras. I know for a fact I haven't touched on half of the extras, but genuinely, if you're in the market for one, give me a call. I'm more than happy to send you the spec list through, because it is an absolute dream car. It's the future, and the future's now. My name's Joe. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye now.